Oh, okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Rob Jamner, and I am a singer-songwriter based in Berkeley, California. I'll go ahead and play an original song called Holding Stones. She walks along the river holding stones. She hasn't learned to let go. It's been years since her sister called. At their brother's birthday, they faced away and didn't talk. They live in different states. She spent years at a backup job, an annual pay raise, a word of thanks, a friend laid off. She thinks about plan A. She walks along the river holding stones. She hasn't learned to let go. She walks along the river holding stones. She hasn't learned to let go. When she sees nobody else around, she takes a short strand of hair in hand and pulls it out, a little reprimand. When she was 25, a lover said that she would never find another, and now she can't prove any scars it left. She walks along the river holding stones. She hasn't learned to let go. She walks along the river holding stones. She hasn't learned to let go. The first time she had that dream, she woke up breathless, cold and sweaty on her couch. The same recurring dream, where she stands beside the river skipping stones. She stands beside the river skipping stones. She stands beside the river skipping stones. I see Chelsea here. I see Holly. Thank you so much for leaving comments. I know that this show gets sent out to a lot of different Facebook pages, including some that are for healthcare workers. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank the healthcare workers who have been working so hard this year, during this pandemic, and I have so much respect for you, and just really appreciate everything that you are doing. And I know we have some holidays coming up, and I do want to say, if you are thinking about celebrating virtually, I think that's a great idea. I'm Jewish, and we had all of our major Jewish holidays virtually this year, and it was wonderful. And it'll take the burden off of the healthcare system. I know not everybody can do things fully that way. I understand that there are all sorts of different situations that people are in. But if you have the option, there is a way to make virtual things really special, including virtual concerts. Oh my gosh, Letty, I see you. Oh my God, thank you so much for stopping by. All right, I'm going to play another one. This song I wrote very recently. In fact, I made some changes to it last night. So this is a song called "The Future is a Wild Wind." Another day, 7 hours on the couch, stooping over my phone, a couple paces ahead of my shame, but I don't know where to go. The shadows in the room are getting long. When did it turn to evening? I'm in the background watching everyone live, and now it's too late for dreaming. When I'm doing nothing, at least I know what I'm doing. The future is a wild wind, and I'm clinging to a chain link fence, and I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. Oh, I knew I needed a friend, but instead I disappeared. I went to my apartment and hibernated for a year. I left a comment on your picture last night, but maybe I should just call you. You've been driving up the coastline. Have you been feeling lost too? The future is a wild wind, and I'm clinging to a chain link fence, and I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. Oh, 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 oh. When I'm doing nothing, at least I know what I'm doing. The future is a wild wind, and I'm clinging to a chain link fence, and I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. I know I've got to lose my grip to fly. Oh, 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 oh. The future is a wild wind, and and I'm clinging to a chain link fence. And I know I've gotta lose my grip to fly. I know I've gotta lose my grip to fly. Oh. So this has been a year with a lot of uncertainty and a lot of plans falling through. And it's been hard to find moments of gratitude, but I'm really trying, and I hope that all of you are as well. This is a song about finding those moments of gratitude, even when things are hard. It's called Sometimes the Grass is Green Enough. You've gotten what you came for and you're off to bigger stuff. Sometimes the let me start that over, sorry. I want to take my headphones off. Let's do this one more time. You've gotten what you came for and you're off to bigger stuff. But sometimes the grass is green enough. You're making new connections and you're looking for new love. But sometimes the grass is green enough. The hummingbird outside your window beats its wings so fast when it floats. Oh, you notice so much more taking it slow. The accolades in picture frames begin to feel like bluffs, but sometimes the grass is green enough. You don't know how to reach out, but you're tired of acting tough. Sometimes the grass is green enough. Every time you're back in your hometown, a steady sadness hums in the background. Oh, relief can also feel like a letdown. It's too cold out for hiking, but you put on your wool gloves. Sometimes the grass is green enough. The ice is thick in places, but some grass appears in tufts. Sometimes the grass is green enough. Sometimes the grass is green enough. Sometimes the grass is green enough. Thank you. So this next song, actually before I continue, I saw a local music channel already posted this, but if you're listening in, I'd love to know where you're listening from, because one thing that is actually nice about this is that people can be all over. So if you're listening right now, whatever you're on, I'd love for you to comment what town or what city you are currently sitting in. And I'm so glad that I get to share my music with you from my own apartment. So this is really cool. All right, we're gonna do a song that I wrote last year, but in light of recent events, you might think that I wrote it this month. You'll see what I mean in a second. The song is called "The Fall Is All I Have." Looters will find my jewelry drawer when the walls of the castle crumble. I cannot stop the flood. Every careful plan I've made will spill on the banquet table, like red wine, like blood. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, oh. I will put on my purple robes as the walls of the castle crumble. I cannot stop the flood. I have to face my numbered days. I will become the soil when new life starts to bud. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, oh. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, oh. Oh. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, I'm gonna make it count. If the fall is all I have, oh. All right, I just wanted to take one more moment to once again thank our healthcare workers. Everyone who is playing a part, whether you're working directly with the patients or working to keep the facilities clean and safe, or keeping things organized. It's been a really challenging year, and you all have been the backbone of keeping things going, and I just can't thank you enough, and I hope that this music brings you some comfort. So this next song is one that I actually wrote right at the beginning of Shelter in Place, and I don't really have much else to say about it except that it's called Lullaby for Uncertain Times. Don't you look outside, it will be all right. We can dream of a distant day when the sirens fade. Breathe with me. They say that midnight's almost here. Is this all I can give to you, dear? Will you live in constant fear? You were born with love. Will it be enough? Is it fair that I brought you in to a world that's been stripped so bare? What will we lose to the rising tide? I know at least I have you. Your hungry cries, your grasping hands, your gentle eyes. It's a lullaby for uncertain times. Hear me, please. I want you to know that a forest grows seed by seed. My sins are not yours to atone. I hope whatever you have, you make it a home. Whatever you have, you make it a home. Thanks, Katie. I appreciate you cheering me on from the next room over. See the Brats in from Santa Rosa, Only Bricks from Santa Monica. It was really fun hanging out with y'all on the songwriting workshop last night. The song that I changed earlier in the set was because of feedback I got at that songwriting workshop. Holly, I'll definitely talk with you about my influences. I have so many. So I wanted to take a moment to make a special announcement. I realized that over the past couple months, I have been spending a lot of time making demos of new songs. I've been arranging them, I've been recording them, and I wanted to have a special way of sharing those with people. So I have decided, and Beth, at this point, you can put up the graphic. Yeah, I've started a new website called songamonthclub.com, and that links to my new Patreon. And I've got a couple of different subscription levels. At $2 per month, you get a new song, and you've got the MP3. You've also got the lossless, high-quality file. And, you know, whichever one you prefer, I guess. And then at the next tier, I actually really want to share the stories behind my songs. So I have pictures of my early notebook scrawls, and I have recordings from like the very, very first voice memos that I had where I first had the ideas for these songs. And then if you really want to get involved more, I have a third tier at $6 a month where you'll get a chance to get some creative prompts from me and interact directly. I'm going to be doing some live streaming and just some other opportunities to connect. So I hope you join me on this journey. This will be the only place where you can hear these demos, and eventually I'm going to be taking these demos and using them as inspiration for my next album. And so if you want to just be part of my creative process leading up to that, then I really hope that you will sign up. And as a special little preview, I have queued up a 30-second preview of the first song that I have posted. So if you want to hear the whole song, you can go to songamonthclub.com. So I'm going to go ahead and play the 30-second preview. Here we go. We get to breathe in another morning, like the bud of a leaf on our oak tree. We've reached another anniversary, so take my hand again and dance with me. I know that nothing is a guarantee. So if you want to hear how that chord resolves, then you can sign up for the Patreon. I also wanted to take a moment to thank the local music channel for having me back. Beth, it is always a pleasure to work with you. And I wanted to let you know that there are donations. There are links for donations. If you are able to tip the performer, I really appreciate it. It's, not easy to perform this year, so, even doing this virtually, I really would appreciate it. I think I have a PayPal link and a Venmo link in the video description, so if you're feeling generous tonight, I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to close it out with one more song. This is a song from my EP that I released last year. And this is another song that has gotten more relevant this year. It's about trying to stay connected with people when the only way you can do it is through a smartphone. It's called Through a Windowpane. A flannel shirt and hiking boots, you stand among the twisted roots of a cedar tree. And I pretend I was the one behind the camera, and you were smiling just for me. We live in different time zones now. I stay up with my iPhone out, low on battery. It's like we're looking at each other through a window pane. When we press against the glass, we're almost touching. I wanna feel you breathing, but there's nothing warm about the fog you leave. I send a couple messages, I hope they feel like little gifts on a mantelpiece. Please call, I want to see your face, projected with a slight delay, blow a kiss to me. I feel like we could talk all night, I never want to see my tired reflection on the screen. It's like we're looking at each other through a window pane. When we press against the glass, we're almost touching. I wanna feel you breathing, but there's nothing warm about the fog you leave. It's like we're looking at each other through a window pane. When we press against the glass, we're almost touching. I wanna feel you breathing, but there's nothing warm about the fog you leave. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Rob Jamner. If you are able to leave a tip, my PayPal and my Venmo are linked below. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend.